So guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create your own Tycoon. So first you go into Roblox and you click develop and it will load you in and you come to this page. Here, so let me just load in. And then you click create new place. And if you create a new place, you will click for Tycoon, you click base blast plate, or you can click flip train. It's your choice, but I suggest base plate because it's the usual center. So then you click create place, and I know my computer's really slow, and these cats are really annoying me, so you should click base plate, and then click create place, and there you go. It'll say creating place. And then you create a place, and then you go into the new place that you just created, and then you click edit, and then use Roblox Studios. Roblox Studio to load in this picture. If it doesn't, so you have to download it, and then try again and do exactly what I just did, and that should work. Okay, so if we go into here, we just get a flat terrain. I don't have any models of my own or anything because as I said in recent videos, I just started. So I'm going to be using some of the models I downloaded, and a lot of them are from Zednoth, yes. So I'm going to use Zednoth's Tycoon because it practically has all the things you really need. So literally, it tells you what to do. And group me, and then delete this. Yeah, can't delete it. Delete that. You don't need the thumbnail camera either, but I'll keep it because I don't think you need it, but just in case you need it. And then, so there's only two things you really need from this. Well, there's only two things. You need settings and Tycoons. So first, let's go into the settings. So if we go into the settings you have to call it. So let's go. The purchase. Okay, so yes. So the purchase, this is the sounds collected nearby. There's the three sounds that it makes when it's being collected. So when you buy a button that he can, and when he collects money, and then when he tries to buy a button that he can't buy it. Those are the three sounds that it will make. I suggest keep it as this, but you can change it to anything. If you just go to Roblox and go to audio in the catalog, set the false to join a higher team. But if it's true, they will just join onto that next. They will spawn into the Tycoon that is open. Currency gain cash. Buttons fade out. True. Well, I think it looks better for the button to like. So if you go over here, and if you load in, I think it would look a lot better if the buttons like faded in and faded out instead of it just becoming like just disappearing and coming in. So that's why I keep them true. And 0.5 is a good time. Knockouts will show on the leaderboard. Kills name. Yeah, what would you call it? Kills. Death's name. Show currency. Yeah, show money. This will change a player's cash from showing. What? I never read this one before. Show short currency. This will change a player's cash from oh yeah. Okay, so that's good. It would just shorten it down. And if you want them to steal, you can read this. I'm not going to read this out because I don't want anyone to be stealing money from other people. But if you do, then you can read this. And so yeah, that's all we really need from that. So let's get right into this. So then you go into the Tycoons, and then go into fighting bears. And buttons. Oh, cool. What you really need to know right now is buttons and purchases. Purchases are what you buy, and buttons are what you step on to buy it. So let's really, if you really click, so when you say you start, and you buy an upgrader, and you step on it, that's the button, and then the purchases is the upgrader. So the purchases in this, the buttons are this. So technically, yeah, that's it. And if you want, you can if you want to, and how you add stuff into it is very interesting. So let's just set this up quickly. So if I go up here and take out the parts from it, and I should be able to get this piece. I should be able to drag it over, and if you want to make a kind of path, and we move that over there and get that out of our way, and if we just put this all back together, and move that back into a model. Oh, it's a model again. Move that together. So literally, if you just wanted to make, say, a path, so let's quickly go. Okay, so you go like that, and you just go down as low as you can to make it a little bigger. So if you want to make a path, you just throw this in here. And then you just add this in, and then pull that across. Oh, I'm so bad at this. So literally, you'll go here, and if you run over here, you can make this as long as you the door and pull this across. Make this a little bit shorter to make it look better. And you pull this right up to here, and then you just copy and paste it. Control R to rotate it, and then bring it down to the other side. Align it. Put it right there, and guys, I've got an issue. I'll be right back. No, because you didn't watch my videos. What? The Nicholsons. The Nicholsons. Wait, Ruby. 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 Where are you going? Upstairs. So guys, I'm really sorry about that. Hopefully you guys aren't mad at me about that, but I am back, so let's go back to what we were doing before, as if nothing had happened. So let's just shrink this down and bring this down to the bottom. So that would be part of a path. So let's finish in making a path, and oops. So I'm gonna copy and paste this one, because it's a little bit longer with a better size. I also chose this one because there's already the dropper scripts and the dropper and that stuff, so you don't have to make it from scratch. Hopefully you guys choose this one too, and leave a like for him because I really like Tycoon, and hopefully you guys should. So just pull this in right there. So this is a path. So then we need to take 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 parts, pull them all together. Control G. Rename this path, and then we can change the material of it to cool like concrete, and change the color of it to a more beigey color, like that. And there we go. So we got our path. Because that's what you literally got to do. So you gotta go to buttons. You gotta take a button. I suggest drop it. Drop it when I drop it too, because it has dependence in it. So I'll go over all of those in a second. So right now, guys, if you don't understand what I'm doing, I'm making a path, and I'm gonna explain you how to set up the buttons. So literally, right here is the one. You have to bring it into workspace, or you cannot access it. Copy and paste it, or you can, but I just bring it into workspace because I feel like it. Drag this out, and that would be your button to use. And then you take this one and drag it back into buttons, right there, and then bam. So literally, inside of a button is dependency, humanoid, object, price, and head. In a button, you only have to worry about the price, object, and dependency, and the name of it. And maybe what you want to call it. So in our case, that would really just be by path. So we're just gonna name that by path, and then we'll do it $50 just for a test. Okay. So by path is gonna be the name of it. Inside of a button, like I said, there's not much. So then let's go on. Dependency is what you have to get before it. So after you buy that button, you can now access it. So I think mine is a pretty good thing. The mine is the very first one. This one right here. That is a mine. The object is the thing that you're buying. We named it path, so it becomes path. You have to name it the exact name that you named it. You can't have any typos. So if I decide to write page and I spelled it wrong and I decided to put it in, it would not work. It has to be exactly what you wrote it in. And the price, whatever you want the price to be, would become the price. So $50 is what we chose, and add it into the name by path, and then add it into the name so they know what they're buying. And then the buy path, where was that button? I put right here. Yeah, so copy and paste this one just to keep that, and then drag the buy path into it and put it wherever you want, but I'm gonna put it right here. It's right beside where the path would be. It's more realistic. Oops. As long as they put it right beside where the thing would go. So if the button, if it's buying like a path, it should go by the path. If it's going by the mega dropper, it should buy the mega dropper. If it's going by the dropper, it should buy a dropper. On and on and on. So really, let's pull the button down and throw that into buttons. There we go. It's now in the button folder. And if you put the path, it will not look at. You have to drag the model that you made and drag it down and put it into purchases. I do not think I can play it from here. I don't know why, but I'm going to test it with you guys. I don't think you can, and I will set it up. Because then if it does not work, I will set it up. But the dropper is not working. I wonder what's wrong with it. Okay, so yes, see, it does not work. I cannot touch the claim, but there's something wrong with the dropper, so let's figure it out together. And then I will set it up and show you guys how to put your Tycoon online. So the dropper is not working. Why is it not working? So if we go into buttons and buy dropper 1, that's because it was thrown into. Now, if we should quickly click run, what run is you run it, and I'll show you what it starts like to show how the game starts. See, now it's gone. So you can't have any typos and it must be in it. You can't have it inside or anything else. It must only be in that. So how to put your thing online? Well, first I'm just gonna quickly save this online. Save this online. And oh wow, I already have one online active, but I'm gonna deactivate it. So if you have any, but since you don't have any, if you do, you just deactivate it. Click active, it's active. And if you want to play it, you will click whatever one it is, and it'll say not applicable for the pictures. But then you click play, and you're playing your Tycoon. So we're gonna play this Tycoon a little bit. So we're just gonna let it load. So that's really, guys, basically how you build the basics to a Tycoon. That's really all you need to know to it. But I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth this video to show you guys how to build a dropper after I'm done showing you guys this Tycoon. So guys, as you see, it's everything that we had there is still there, and except this time it's working perfectly. And this is why our path to show that it's exactly what we built it to be. So I'm building a Tycoon now, guys. Hopefully it turns out well. Hopefully you guys will play it. I did make the Battle Animals Tycoon, but it was taken offline because of another Tycoon I decided to make. And then now that Tycoon was kicked off because of this. And see, exactly what we built it to be. It was built, path is made, it's done. So that's literally how you do it. I'm going to exit this because I don't need that open anymore. So if we go back into another one and quickly search up roblox.com/develop, you can just quickly hop on into develop and then get right into it. And see, this is the one that we were doing. Let's just load into this return button. So let's just load. I know my computer's really slow, having a little bit of lag. But you click edit, again, go back into it. Apparently I still don't have Roblox. If this updates, I'm going to have to pause the video and come back in a few minutes. I'm sorry about those interruptions earlier. So hopefully, yeah, I have to upgrade it. So guys, I'll be right back after this upgrade is complete. So guys, I'm loaded back in, and so this is the Tycoon we built. So let's go into building droppers. So yeah, let's get into it. So I don't need this anymore because I'm gonna need to grab a new one. Let's jump in onto my models. My models. And grab the building kits. Control U. Let's grab. I really just only need this block. That's what I really like. Oh, and the cat's got purple, I think. So guys, I'll be right back in a minute. Get this cat sorted out. Be right back in a minute. So guys, I'm back. Yeah, the cat's having some issues, but I helped it out. So guys, don't ask me to make a video. How to help a cat out when it gets hair in its mouth. So we're just gonna build a basic tripe dropper to place in our Tycoon that we just made. So let's quickly just make this a bit bigger. Okay, so let's make this there, and then what? That wasn't supposed to happen. Whatever. So let's quickly go Control C and V instead. Did before. Do this. This makes a teeny bit higher. Let's put this on a little bit more. Guys, one thing about this, don't add too much detail into this because it could add a little bit of lag and then could crash the server. So guys, think about that. I'll make this block now. Let's make this a little bit higher. Let's modify this just to fit this. Let's put this one. Stop. This is maybe a really simple dropper. Not really that good in designing. Yeah, let's grab a building kit that I didn't want to grab. Control U because I don't need that red it has here. Shorten it up. Make it small. Okay, so I can't use this wedge because this wedge will not cooperate. So guys, literally, I'm gonna make a basic drop out of this. Make this a teeny bit bigger. Let's zoom in a little bit. Copy and paste this. Go right here. Shrink this in a little bit. Shrink this so. Then shrink this up a bit. Down here. This one needs to come across here. So this is literally probably one of the simplest droppers that I will make for you guys. I don't want to go too in depth for you guys. Some of you guys are just gonna be beginners to Roblox, and I'm like, oh, these tycoons sound cool. But there's one feature. This size actually does not matter for one feature, which is the literal block right here, which needs to be named. Which literally needs to be named drop. D-R-O-P, capital D, drop, okay? Then you have to model all of this together. Okay, so I need to model the rest of these together. Okay, so let's just Control G. And then just model this all. Okay, let's Control U. Let's get all of them instead. Control G. And then name this whatever kind of dropper name you want. In our case, you can name this Special Dropper. Okay, we're just gonna name it Special Dropper. We're gonna add a little bit of material to it. Salmon plate to it. Now the drop. You can make it transparent a little bit. I don't remember how to do it. Figure it out though, guys. I'll tell you in part 2 where I go over the rest of the stuff. But guys, so this is literally what you have to do to make it. You can make it whatever look you want. And make this all diamond plated. I'm going to go to the next part. Next part, make this diamond plated. And go to the last part and make this slate. So there you go. There's the dropper, and then there's one thing you have to do. Go into one of the droppers. So go into Zed Mills Tycoon Kits. Go down into Tycoons. Go into Fighting Bears. And go into Purchases. Find Dropper 1. It can be Dropper 2 or Dropper 1. It has to be one of those two. It can't be Mega Dropper. It can't be mine. It has to be Dropper 1 or Dropper 2. Go in there. Control C or Command C. Go here. Hit this. Go into drop. I'll go into Special Dropper. And Control Shift B or V. Get V. Sorry, got it wrong. And then this should start dropping. So if I quickly click